The Riddler is one of the most famous villains in all of comic book history, second perhaps only to the Joker. Since first appearing in an October 1948 issue of Detective Comics, Edward Enigma has continuously proven to be one of Batman's most challenging foes. Known for his love of crime, drama, and, of course, one singularly puzzling punctuation mark, the Riddler has appeared in nearly as many mediums as the Batman himself. In addition to his long history in the comic books, the Riddler has also made a number of memorable appearances in animated form. Most animated Riddler fans are likely familiar with John Glover's iteration of the character from 1992's Batman the Animated Series, but Glover's animated version of the character is actually only one of many. The first animated Riddler appeared in a 1968 CBS TV series titled The Batman/Superman Hour. In his first animated incarnation, the famous villain is voiced by actor Ted Knight, and since the Riddler's debut in animation, he has been voiced by no less than 14 different actors. Of course, most people are probably more familiar with the various live-action adaptations of the character. In the 1960s, Enigma was played by two actors. The Addams Family star John Astin played the character in the second season of Adam West's Batman TV series. However, the actor who arguably made the character famous was Frank Gorshin, whose portrayal of the character in seasons 1 and 3 of the show is still considered one of the best versions of the character ever. Gorshin's Riddler was so beloved by audiences and critics that the actor was nominated for an Emmy, a first for the Batman franchise. Gorshin would also go on to reprise his role as the Riddler in the 1966 film of the same name, and in the years since, the Riddler's fame has only grown. Many millennials probably first came to know the character as a result of Jim Carrey's role in 1995's Batman Forever. Though that film isn't beloved by many, Carrey's campy performance is often noted as a highlight of the movie.
Now that's impressive!
Modern TV audiences may be more familiar with Corey Michael Smith's take on Enigma from the 2014 Fox series Gotham. Matt Reeves, the Batman, is also set to tackle a new incarnation of the infamous character. According to a recent interview with Reeves, this version of the Riddler is actually named Edward Nashton and is loosely based on the Zodiac Killer. So, who is the next actor set to bring him to life? Emmy Award-nominated actor Paul Dano will portray the infamous villain in Robert Pattinson's first outing as the Caped Crusader. Since Dano's casting was first announced in October 2019, Dano has maintained the usual vow of silence against spoilers, but he's also been willing to offer a few teases about his unique take on the character. In a recent interview with Empire magazine, Dano called his costume intense and powerful. If you recognize Dano, that's because he's been a working actor since the late 1990s. In fact, Dano's relationship with Warner Brothers goes all the way back to his first on-screen appearance in a 1998 episode of Smart Guy. In the early years of his career, Dano established himself with a handful of small roles, including 2 minor appearances on The Sopranos. While Dano has worked on a few television series, including an Emmy-nominated role on Showtime's Escape at Dannemora, the majority of the actor's work has been on the big screen. Many audiences first became aware of Dano for his role in 2006's Little Miss Sunshine, but his portrayal of Paul and Eli Sunday in 2007's There Will Be Blood may have been what rocketed the young actor to the A-list. For his work in the film, Dano was nominated for a BAFTA Award for Best Supporting Actor. In the years since, Dano has also appeared in movies as varied as Prisoners, Love and Mercy, and Swiss Army Man. You can get a full look at Dano's Riddler when The Batman hits theaters on March 4th. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.